Frontalin.
This is the molecule Frontalin. It is a pheromone molecule. Pheromones are used by many animal species, especially mammals or insects, to affect the behavior or physiology of its own species. Pheromones play a very important role for many animals and plants, and their purposes can range from alarms to warn animals of possible predators to courtship pheromones. Now, back to Frontalin. Many animals produce this pheromone Frontalin, but it is best known for its use by the destructive pine beetles. A male bark beetle will release several pheromones such as Frontalin, which attracts other beetles to the same tree at which they attack. Trees can defend themselves against small numbers of beetles, but large numbers can overcome a tree's defenses. One of the tree's defense mechanisms can be seen here by the creation of pitch tubes to push the beetles out. Here you can see a pitch tube that has successfully pushed out a beetle that has burrowed under the bark of its host tree, where they create galleries, which girdle or cut off vascular tissue. They also carry fungus, known as blue stain or sap stain, which can be seen here in this transverse cut of a tree trunk. This clogs the vascular tissues and hastens tree death. Bark beetles are highly attracted to volatiles that are emitted by stressed trees. This means that they will choose to attack a stressed tree over a healthy tree. For these beetles to succeed in defeating the tree's defenses, however, they must secrete the pheromone Frontalin to attract more beetles of their species to the tree to overcome its defenses. When there are many stressed trees in a stand, it can create a breeding ground for bark beetle population outbreaks as seen here. The trees turn red and die within a year after having been attacked by bark beetles. So you might be thinking, there is no way Frontalin can be any good if these beetles are using it to bring demise to so many coniferous forests. But there is in fact another side to this story. What if we were to biosynthesize Frontalin and use it to our own advantage? But before we get any deeper, let's discuss the basic properties and characteristics of this biological molecule. There is no recorded melting or boiling point of this molecule. Its chemical formula is C8H14O2. Frontalin is stable in air, seeing as this is a pheromone produced and emitted by living organisms. Frontalin takes on the shape of a bicyclic acetyl. You can observe the two cyclic rings in this mole view model. Now, this molecule also shares a twin, also known as an enantiomer. This is plus Frontalin and minus Frontalin, in which they are simply mirror images of each other. This is important to note, as we will come back to this twin molecule in a bit. So now we're back to the million-dollar question. Is it possible to recreate Frontalin? Yes, it is. It has been synthesized for commercial use and used in mixtures with other chemical attractants. These aggregation pheromones have been effective to mitigate impacts caused by some bark beetles in the western United States. But is this evidence enough to consider Frontalin a hero? Well, remember when I said that insects aren't the only ones who use Frontalin? Frontalin was first identified in Asian elephants during an analysis of volatiles collected from secretions of the musth, temporal gland of adult males. Interestingly, the ratio of the two enantiomers, plus Frontalin and minus Frontalin, changed with age and stage of musth, which is a condition marked by heightened aggression and unpredictable behavior due to a surge in testosterone level. This change in ratio elicited different behavioral responses. So it doesn't seem right to villainize Frontalin when incredible mammals like elephants are utilizing and benefiting from this molecule. Frontalin in the right hands can be quite beneficial to us. In many cases, the pheromones are used to attract specific insects as a way of determining whether insecticides need to be sprayed. But in other commercial applications, pheromones are used to directly affect the insect populations by disrupting mating behavior through widespread application of pheromones that make it very difficult for mating partners to locate each other. Therefore, Frontalin is nominated for Best Molecule of the Year. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel. Just kidding, I don't have one. Peace out.